Hey guys, Zach here, and welcome back to Thursday Reviews. I almost said Tuesday. And today for Thursday Reviews, we have the Bandai Creation Mechagodzilla 2 figure. Now, I actually have the packaging for this figure, so we'll take a look at the packaging before we take a look at the figure. So, here's the packaging, or here's what's left of the packaging. We have a bunch of fire here, and we have an orange Godzilla 2000 right here, just breathing his atomic breath onto nothing. And I'm not gonna lie, this is actually a cool color, and in my opinion, that'd be kind of cool to see SH Monsters do a repaint of their Godzilla 2000 in. It'd be cool if they just repainted it, just what's on here. That'd be kind of cool, but then again, it'd be kind of stupid at the same time, because SH Monsters does way too many repaints of existing figures. But either way, going to the top, because I can't fit the whole thing in, we have Bandai Creation right there. Ages 4 and up, and just warning. On the back, here are all of the figures you can collect in this line. We reviewed these two already. This one we're reviewing today. I can speak, we're reviewing. Bit of a tongue twister. And this one we will review next week. And down here, we have the badges for Space Godzilla, Godzilla, King Ghidorah, and Mechagodzilla. Each sold separately. And yeah. That's basically it for the packaging. Nothing special, so let's take a look at the figure. And first we'll take a look at the paint, and there's not much paint on this figure. Bandai knows how to, add very limited paint, but they can make something with it. I mean, I don't know. First we'll take a look at the head. The eyes are painted yellow. And if you're wondering what these marks are, this is just scuffings. The head on mine is very scuffed up because I actually had this when I was a kid. And yeah, looking at this thing now, it's in very bad conditions. And if you're one of those collectors who are very disturbed by damaged figures, I deeply apologize. In fact, this bothers me, but I don't know. I got this when I was a kid. There's nothing I could do, but either way, the eyes are yellow and the rest of the body is just this metallic silver. Again, we have more bits of damage right there. This paint right here is actually from another figure. Again, I was rough with my figures or toys when I was a little kid, but either way, not much with the paint. Bandai usually does a good job with making their figures, little paint apps, but they do a good job with it. However, with this figure, I would have liked it if there were just little bits of, maybe like different shades of metallic silver, like darker or brighter. Maybe darker like on the bottom, well, not in the bottom half, but I don't know. I think the SH Monsters Mechagodzilla 2 does a better job with the metallic paint apps than this figure. But then again, this came out around, I believe, hold on, let me take a look at the box here. If it says it. 2005. And as you know, yeah. The SH Monsters figures weren't out when these guys were released, so what you gonna do? So that's it for the paint. It's not the best. It could be a lot better, but I still like the paint either way, so the paint gets a pass. Articulation, there's not much on this figure, but it's a lot more excusable than the limited articulation for King Ghidorah. The head can twist 360. The arms can twist 360. Oh, I thought the waist can twist slightly, and the tail can move somewhat. Not much articulation. Bit of a shame, but it's a lot better than the 3 joints of articulation for the King Ghidorah figure. So, it's below average for the articulation for this guy, so it gets a pass, I guess. Sculpt-wise, again, Bandai does a really good job with the sculpt. It literally looks like, I know I made this comparison for the King Ghidorah figure, but I'm just going to say it again because it just looks that good. It looks like someone found a DVD player, found a copy of Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2. They played the scene where Mechagodzilla 2 shows up, pull him out of the screen, and made him into a little figure. because the sculpt is really that good. I mean, it's not entirely accurate, mainly in the head. It's somewhat off, but either way, it still looks nice. And all in all, this thing is just sculpted really nicely, and it's just really nice looking. So the sculpt gets a pass. Now let's take a look at the detailing, and there are lots of detailing on this figure, and I really do like that. We have more of a robotic face for the head sculpt right here. Going down to the neck, we have more robotic parts. And these two little holes right here, in the movie, he actually shot out anchors there. Yeah, that's something he did in the movie. More places where he shot out anchors here. He can shoot out anchors here and here on the arms. Well, this figure can't, but in the movie he did. Again, more detailing for the body right here. Going down to the legs. Again, very nicely detailed. I don't believe these actually shoot out anchors. I believe these are just more jet engines, because Mechagodzilla 2 actually flies, because you can see the boosters back here. And yeah, either way, going back to the detailing, again, just nicely detailed legs. Going down to the feet, again, they're nicely detailed, very robotic looking. And on the back, nothing special. And looking at the tail, again, it's detailed pretty nicely. Just very robotic looking. And underneath, we actually have detailing underneath the feet right here, where I'm just going to take this as an example. For an example, here's the Bandai Godzilla 1991 figure. There are no bits of detailing underneath the feet, but with this figure, there are. So, yeah, that is very nice. And, yeah. Should you get this figure? There are better Mechagodzilla 2 figures you can get out there, but if you want this one, then go for it. I don't believe he's cheap. Most of these Bandai Creation figures are not cheap at all. In box, they're pretty expensive. I've never seen them loose on eBay before. Well, I have, but even then, the prices then were a lot cheaper than what they would be in the box, but still kind of pricey. So get this figure, but I'd find a cheaper price for it. And if you want to know how big this figure is, here he is next to Dr. Billy Grant. Alright, now that is it for today. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Peace, Zach out.